Dear students, Assalamu alaikum. Today we will begin our story again from where we have left. You have already known what was the Happy Prince. It was a statue covered with gold and rubies and sapphires. Once the swallow came and made it a abode for the night when there was clear sky and few drops of water fell. When she was going to sleep, few drops of water fell on his body. Then another drop fell. Now we will see further. What is the use of the statue if it cannot keep the rain off? He asked. I must look for a good chimney pot, and he determined to fly away. The, the statue, the swallow thought, what is the fun of taking the shelter here in the legs of in between the legs of the statue? I sat here so that I may be protected from rain and extra. What is the fun of this statue as it is not protecting me from the rain? Let me find some chimney where I can rest for a night without getting wet. And she determined to fly, and she thought that she should, and she decided that she will fly away and will see some another place where he will not get wet. Swallow will not get wet. But before he had opened his wings, a third drop fell, and he looked up and saw what he saw. But before the swallow opened wings to leave the place, the third drop of water fell on him. And what he saw, it was very much amazing. What? It was very much painful, we may say. Hmm? The eyes of the Happy Prince were filled with tears, and tears were running down his golden cheeks. His face was so beautiful in the moonlight that the little swallow was filled with pity. Oh, there were the tears flowing from the eyes of the statue, from the prince, and he was looking very much handsome in the moonlight as he was reflecting the light, because he was covered with gold and jewels and gems. So it was the swallow got very much. His swallow got puzzled that how the why is king crying? Why are the tears flowing from his eyes, from the statue? Who are you? He said. I am the Happy Prince. The swallow said, why are you crying? Who are you? The statue replied, I am the Happy Prince. Why are you weeping then? Asked the swallow. You have quite drenched me. Why are you weeping? What had happened to you that you are crying like a child? You are crying like a child, and you have made me wet. You have drenched me. When I was alive and had a human heart, answered the statue. The statue replied, when I was alive and had a human heart, I did not know that what tears were. I was happy. I was living a luxurious life. I was not knowing what the tears were, because I have never cried. I was getting every facility. I was living a happy life. I was not bothered about the things which can make me cry, or never I had cried during my lifetime. When human heart, when my heart was pumping blood in my body. For I lived in the palace where sorrow is not allowed to enter, because I was living my life. I was a prince. I was living in a palace where sorrow was forbidden, where sorrow can't enter. I was living a happy life. My courtiers My courtiers called me the Happy Prince, and happy indeed I was. And my courtiers, my ministers rather, called me Happy Prince. Called me a Happy Prince because I was happy, because I was not knowing about the things which were making people unhappy. I was living a luxurious life, and courtiers and my ministers often praised me by calling me a happy prince. So I lived and so I died. So I lived and so I died. I lived the life of a prince and then died. And now that I am dead, they have set me up here so high that I can see the ugliness and all the misery of my city. And though my heart is made of lead, yet I cannot choose but weep. No, now he is regretting because during his lifetime he was not thinking about the problems others suffered. So when he is now a statue, he can do nothing. He has been erected on a tallest pillar, and he is seeing the ugliness of the city where he ruled as a living man, as a living prince. And his heart, which is made up of lead, can do nothing. It has no feelings now. It is a statue, but he can only choose and weep. What I have done, I have never looked about the miseries of others. Here, the motto of the writer is that we should look upon our weaker sections when we have power. We should think of their problems. We should try to solve their problems. We should give them the healing touch. We should give them the healing touch. What is he not solid gold? And the swallow to himself, he too was too polite to make personal remarks. What? Is he not solid gold? Said the swallow to himself. No, it is not solid gold. Swallow, he was too polite to make any personal remarks. Swallow did not want to be personal with the statue. He did not want to tell him that you have done wrong during your rule, when you ruled. So he didn't become the personal. बह वनमो तह कशर पट अमिच मतलब दलील इस कह समझायो मैं इंग्लिश पे मगर मे पता क्या पे कशर पट तह वन मोन गोबर बोजो तो ये ब्योट ना यह जानवर अमिस खोरन तल यह जन वातन इजिप्ट यथू यह शोन हे अमिस पे रुद फुर पे वुच या इलाही नश अबर नश कह रुद फुर पे तो मे पे कत पे वो कोड कल बे अत पे ब्या अम दोप यह रोजन लायक जाय कह तिज आय अस फजूल यह मे हेकान बह बेस खोरन तल पन किन दोन खोरन दरमियान ताकि मे रोज अम सज बाकी बॉडी शेड बह कर रातस आराम मगर अफसोस की बात यह है कि यह हेकान मे रूद नश बचत कि यह थू यम वुडन यम पख शेड बह वुड हे अत पे त्रेम रुद फुर कलस पे अत यम नजर हर कुन त्रोस स्वेलोन अत वुच अमिस प्रिंसस वसान अश हैप्पी प्रिंसस अत स्टेचुस वसान अश क्या वसान अश तो यह गई हैरान अमिस कत पे अश वसान तो अम वो अमिस दोपस हे क्या वदान सह शुर सद पे वदान ऐ करतस बह अद रब हिश पन्ने अश सत यह प्रिंस वोतस दोपस ये हसा बह जिंद ये बह राज यथ कर यम हसा मीन वजीर अम मे जहां वन कि प्रॉब्लम्स कच बह अमिस मे वन हैप्पी प्रिंस बिथस खुश गसान क्या मे नस मुश्किलात जिंदगी मज कह यथ महलस मज बह रोजान जिस महल में मैं रहता था वहाँ पर गम का कभी तस्वुर ही नहीं किया जा सकता तत रो फिर तत गमुक कह तस्वुर तौर हे गम थी कर बड़ दपस बादशाह वन कशर पे दोपस बादशाह सर द्राग हज तम दोप कनक चोच तो गेव खो द्राग आई कनक चोच तो गेव कोत खेमो क्या तस पन हिश पता कि बह कनक चोच तो गेव खेवान तो बाकी तन कनक चोच तो गेव बाकी तन खेवान तवे इंसान वन ये इंसान ताकत यी सह गस हमेशा कमजोरस पे रहम दिल आसन सह गस कह सह खे तस कमजोर इंसान ये पे हुजूर अकरम सल्लल्लाहु अलैहि वसल्लम तसंदिस जात अकदस कुन गस वुचुन इंसान तसंस पर्सनैलिटी कुन सह तमो बनोमुत मतलब सल्तनत मदीना यह मान अत इंसाफुक अदल अत बादशाह तह वुचान हजरत उमर सुन दौर सह गसान शामस बग नेरा दार तल दिवान कान कि म्यून ये हसा हजरत उमर अमीर सह वुचान कि कह मा रोद फाकै कंस मा कह परेशानी मगर अजिक हुक्मरान मा पता कि गरीब इंसान कित पे पन पान पकन ती व्हील پرٛنٕس أمِس پَنٕنۍ دٔلیٖل چھُس وَنان بہٕ ہسا موٗدُس مےٚ چھُنہٕ کٕہۭنۍ طاقت بہٕ ہٮ۪کہٕ نہٕ کِہیٖنۍ کٔرِتھ مگر أمۍ ہسا کوٚرہَس بہٕ أکِس پِلرَس پٮ۪ٹھ کھڑا ییٚلہِ ہسا بہٕ یِمو یَتھ پِلرَس پٮ۪ٹھ کھڑا کوٚرہَس تہٕ اَتہِ ہسا چھِ أمۍ مےٚ وَنان کٲشِر پٲٹھۍ کہِ وٕچھ ژٕ بہٕ کۭژاہ اَگلِنٮ۪س چھُس وٕچھان بہٕ کۭژاہ خرٲبی چھُس وٕچھان مےٚ کوتاہ ظُلم چھُ کوٚرمُت یِمَن لوٗکَن سۭتۍ ییٚلہِ ہسا بہٕ زِندٕ اوسُس مےٚ نہ سا چھِنہٕ یِمَن کۭژاہ پریشٲنی چھِ لوٗکَن ییٚتہِ پٮ۪ٹھ ہسا مےٚ صرف یِوان پنٛنہِ غلطی اَتھِ مےٚ کیٛازِ کٔر نہٕ یہِ پَنُن یُس مےٚ پیٖریڈ اوس ییٚلہِ ہسا بہٕ زِندٕ اوسُس مٔرِتھ کیٛاہ چھِ ہٮ۪کان اِنسان کٔرِتھ وٕچھو مٔرِتھ ہیٚکہِ نہٕ پَنٕنۍ گۄناہ تہِ نَکھٕ وٲلِتھ کِہیٖنۍ یہِ تھٲیزیو میٛانیو گوٚبرو یاد کہِ گۄناہ چھِنہ گژھان اَسہِ چھِ پَکان پَکان تہِ گۄناہ گژھان کَتھ کَران تہِ گۄناہ گژھان ییٚلہِ اِنسان مَران چھِ أمِس چھُ سُہ عمل تہِ مَران تۄہہِ ترٛووا فِکرِ پَتہٕ چھُس تۄہہِ جواب دیُن پانَس تۄہہِ ترٛووا فِکرِ یہِ ہیٚکہِ نہٕ پَتہٕ نہ رٕژ عمل کٔرِتھ نہ خراب عمل کٔرِتھ تۄہہِ ترٛووا فِکرِ تَوَے چھِ اِنسان وَنان ہمیشہِ گژھِ روزُن اِنسان اعتدال پَسنٛد اِنصاف پَسنٛد گژھِ روزُن اِنسان تہٕ اَمہِ علاوٕ پنٛنہِ برٛونٛہہ گژھِ نہٕ نیرُن